Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, the content this evening, we are going to do a State of the Second Amendment address. It's something that we need to encapsulate everything that we have been through together in the previous year underneath the Biden administration, but also where we are going in the future together. Because we are going to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation, and this is a very important step in doing just that. Now, I'm going to read a quick snippet from our sponsor, which made this video possible, and then on the other side, we are going to dive right into our State of the Second Amendment address. Now, the video that you're watching is brought to you by the sponsor for this week, Woox. That's W-O-O-X. They are a new outdoor brand based in Hickory, North Carolina, and their mission is to create high-end products for outdoor enthusiasts. The company is the wild child of Manelli Group, an Italian company started in 1937 by Francesco Manelli and his three sons. By making gear in-house, we're able to provide higher quality, better looking, high-end products at a fraction of the going craftsmanship price. If you're in the outdoors, do it beautifully by clicking the link in the description box and checking out Woox today. And thank you again to Woox for making the State of the Second Amendment address possible. And now, let's hit it. My fellow patriot Americans, tonight President Biden is delivering the State of the Union address in Congress. So I found nothing more fitting than to deliver the State of the Second Amendment address here on this channel. Now, throughout this entire previous year, the first year of the Biden administration, we have been through the ups and downs of a questionable situation, to put it lightly. Now, when the Biden administration was first inaugurated, every one of us, to some degree, had that little question nagging inside. Are they going to finally get it? Are the gun controllers going to finally win and get their gun control, their common sense gun control? You could almost taste the tension in the air. It was palpable. Moms Demand Action was ready. Every Town for Gun Safety had the pump primed. Everyone was ready for the first gun control movements coming from the perfect trifecta of the Democratic Party, and even on the gun advocacy side, there was a little bit of concern. But over time, day by day, week by week, month by month, you proved a stumbling block. You did. And as we've been through this journey together, week by week, month by month, we have proven to be a giant thorn in the side of gun controllers everywhere. And we have achieved what should not have been possible. We had our backs against the walls, and by the numbers, we should have lost. But the L's have been dishing very heavily slanted to the left side, and this is going to continue as we go forward in this year and next. Now, if you'll recall, in March of 2021, we had the first gun control, the Common Sense Gun Control, H.R. 8 and 1446. I'm sure you remember the Charleston loophole. That was the common sense gun reform. The media aligned and pushed it as hard as they could. But they had that filibuster was just in the way because it was just too far of a reach. The filibuster held, and H.R. 8 and 1446 to this day have not received a vote in the Senate, even though Chuck Schumer, the majority leader on the Democratic side in the Senate, said they will get a vote. I promise. Still has not happened. Now, fast forward a little bit more into April. Biden had his gun control address in the Rose Garden. We were all together for this, where he announced multiple things. Multiple executive actions around rules for the ATF and the DOJ, around pistol braces, around redefining receivers, around red flag laws, and even $5 billion for gun violence prevention, which the gun controllers were very excited about and started counting those pennies. In a little add-on to that, they nominated David Chipman to the ATF directorship. It may not work, it might work, but he was the good man and the right man for the job with the previous experience. Well, as we move forward by mid-year, there are no votes on H.R. 8 and 1446. This is something that you have activated as individuals, as Americans, to align your representatives to not support. Did not go anywhere. David Chipman's nomination stalls, and the first major gun case in a decade was picked up by the SCOTUS, the New York case with Bruin. This is a landmark case, and should it come down the way we expect it to, will change a lot. Now, by the fall, David Chipman's nomination is withdrawn. $5 billion is in the Build Back Better plan, which is stalled. Moms Demand Action in every town put $1.8 million into the races for governor of Virginia. They lost all three heavily. They used it as a barometer if gun control was going to be a palpable and probable way to approach the Democratic side in arguments in the 2022 midterms, which the polls are turning against them drastically when you align them with the Virginia results. By the winter, Build Back Better fails to pass. Biden has now lost complete support from the gun controllers, David Hogg himself, Igor Volsky from Guns Down America, Everytown for USA, Moms Demand Action, even gun-controlling senators in the Senate are turning against him. He is losing complete support. Now, we accomplished all of this at the federal level. At the state level, we also have massive amounts of wins to celebrate only from 2021 before we even touch 2022. Texas and Tennessee became constitutional carry states. Extremely positive movements for the Second Amendment across the board. Missouri passed the Second Amendment protection zone, basically the SOPA. It's a sanctuary state now. We had those amazing movements forward, but we didn't have it without sparse losses. The left took a majority of the losses in 2021, but we did lose some things in Colorado and the far left bastions of California, New York, and Chicago. Now, across the entire nation, that's not the same story, which we will touch on in a moment. In 2022, as we build upon the momentum that was laid out in 2021, we have 6 more states that could potentially have gun constitutional carry movements going forward. This is incredibly strong. It will put us at a total of 27. Tennessee and Texas put us to 21. The gun controllers at this point cannot buy a win. The only areas they are succeeding is in the far deep blue zones. Gun control in 2022 is consolidating, not spreading, which is extremely positive for us in our movement for our rights. Now this year, we will continue our march against all odds and against the gun control lobby. With polls indicating massive red waves coming, we are primed to take back our gun rights further than we ever thought possible by building when all the odds were against us right now and going into 2022 when we have the potential to take the federal House, the federal Senate, and many more legislatures across the nation along with governorships. This is something that is really powerful. My fellow Patriot Americans, we are watching gun control consolidate power in their zones, but gun rights are growing nationwide. We are on the cusp of revitalization of our rights, and I am proud to be along the ride with you. Day by day, month by month, year by year, we will deliver the blessings of the Second Amendment to the next generation, and I am proud to be considered a patriot along with you. Thank you so much for watching this address. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, and I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm Braden, signing out.